my lovely Leos. Welcome back to the channel today. As you can tell, today my hair is a little bit weird right now. It's because I took a shower and my hair takes forever to dry. So y'all are just gonna have to deal with my situation happening up here. How are you? Not that I can hear you, but I hope you're doing good. Okay, there we go. We got week 1 put out. We are going to be doing things a little bit different. I am a Gemini, and I just really like to try new things every now and then. I like to see if there's, improvements that I can make on the channel and different things like that. Ways that I can make my readings more relevant and fun for you guys. So we are still doing our 2-week reading format here, but I'm actually going to be pulling some spirit animal oracle for you to start. I did a video a couple weeks ago for reviewing my tarot decks, and I saw this spirit animal oracle in my collection, and I was like, I really need to start incorporating more oracle cards, because I feel like it provides that extra pizzazz, that extra funness to the readings that people just really like, and that I really like too, because it's not about being perfect for you guys, it's about making sure that the reading is good for you, but also that I'm happy with it as well as the creator. So let's talk about your oracle cards. You got the Badger Spirit, which says be fearless and bold. So, Leo, be fearless and bold. You got the Electric Eel Spirit, which says bring your ideas to life. Be fearless and bold, bring your ideas to life. And Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. So, Leo, it seems like there's something on your mind that you want to do. You have that Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. You have ideas within your mind, within your brain, that you are wanting to bring into the world. You're wanting to build them and do them. Take a leap of faith, be fearless and bold. I mean, these 2 cards right here, take a leap of faith and be fearless and bold. That leap of faith does require fearlessness and boldness within yourself to do. So there's some ideas within your brain, things that you want to do, plans that you want to achieve. Let's get started on your reading here. On Monday, I didn't even tell you what week it is. It's Monday, March 25th through April 7th on Sunday here. So, I'm sorry. My whole routine is off because I'm trying to do new things. Your very first card for Monday the 25th is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this day, we have a full moon happening in the sign of Libra. The moon, if you use it for manifestation, the full moon is like the fullness of the energy, the manifestation. This is when we look back on how much we've achieved, the things that we've done, and we look towards our new opportunities for ourselves. This is the culmination of that energy. So, the King of Pentacles in reverse tells me that, Leo, you may not have necessarily 100% achieved the thing that you wanted to here. There's something here that you really wanted for yourself. The King of Pentacles are related to money, so a lot of you, this could actually be like a financial thing. Maybe you didn't get the job that you wanted. Maybe you didn't get the raise that you were hoping that you would get. So something didn't quite go to plan with this. The King of Pentacles is still here, right? When this card shows up, it just means that the energy is blocked, but it is still present. It is still here and working for you. It's a matter of removing the block, whether it's within yourself or within your circumstances. Outside of money stuff, this is about our material wealth, material items. It's also about our home, because Pentacles are related to earth energy. And earth energy is the grounding. It is the home, the foundation on which we build our life. So something didn't quite go to plan. Something maybe went off the rails a little bit for you. Leo, your very next card on Tuesday is the Ace of Wands. So this shows me that, even though things didn't quite go the way you wanted them to, you still feel this inspiration. This is like your aha moment or your idea about the thing that maybe needs to unblock you from that King of Pentacles. This is the idea from that electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. The Ace of Wands is literally an idea. It's the transformation of taking our thoughts, taking our dreams, and birthing them into reality, into the physical realm. It's taking something from the intangible realm of the mind. It's about taking these things from up here and bringing them, birthing them into the reality, into our actual world and our dimension here. This is your idea, whatever this idea might be. This could be an inspiration to, hey, I'm moving in the wrong direction and I want to start this instead. Starting completely over in some aspects. Other people, this is the idea of like, hey, here's where we have maybe some issues within the company or within the environment right now. Here is my idea on how to fix this. You know, a program or a support group, a panel of people that help mitigate these problems as they arise. Whatever the case may be, this is the idea in the mind being birthed into reality. Now, your next card here following on Wednesday, you have the Three of Swords. There is some pain involved here. Birth is not an easy process, right? Birth is one of those things that, like, it's messy and it is painful a lot of times, unless you're one of the few women that do not experience pain during childbirth. I had a friend like that. I knew a lady like that, and it seems all fun and games until you end up giving birth early when you didn't realize that you were in labor in the first place. So, you know, things that seem like a blessing may not always be a blessing. The Three of Swords here, this is pain, heartbreak. So something about this not working out does hurt you. It could be hurting your ego. I feel like, you know, you put a lot of expectation on trying to fix this thing or to build this thing that you may feel as though the failure of it is like a personal failing. And I want to tell you, Leo, that that's not the case. This is not like a personal failing of the self. This is like things just didn't work out. But this feels like pain of like blaming yourself for why it didn't work out. Whatever this thing that you wanted to achieve is. Following the Three of Swords on Thursday, you have the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess is our intuition. This is the thing that tells us when it's time to make a change. This is what tells us our gut feeling about what we should do, where we should go, things like that. Yeah, so the High Priestess in reverse, this is our intuition. This is the thing that tells us when it's time to make this change, or that helps guide us on this path. So some of you could be doubting your intuition's ability to guide you towards this idea. Take a leap of faith, right? You had that grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. You may not necessarily be getting this clear message. I feel like you're waiting for spirit to tell you when it's time to jump. And I think that you may not be getting that signal. I think that you have to just take the leap. You have to take the leap of faith, and it's up to you to determine when to jump. Spirit is telling you to jump, but it's not saying when. And I feel like a lot of you are just kind of in this space of like, how am I supposed to know what the next step is? How am I supposed to know when I'm supposed to make this change if I can't hear it? That's such a pain in the butt. Honestly, Leo, like, expect having spirit be like, jump. Or knowing that you need to jump and waiting to hear the like, okay, now. And I think that the telling you to jump in the first place was the now, right? Do it now. You're waiting for the when, and spirit's already like, I've told you, and now it's up to you to take the steps to do this. So you won't be hearing the jump signal. You've already been given the jump signal. On Friday here, Leo, you move on to the Devil card. This can be the signal of being trapped within one's own psyche, being trapped within one's own mind, the expectations of other people. But I feel like more often than not, this is the mental game. So you're being asked to jump. You're being asked to make this leap, take this leap, make this change. The Devil card is like that little doubt within your mind of like, do I really gotta do this? Is this really how I'm supposed to handle this? Is this really the next step that I'm supposed to take? Am I really capable? Am I really the person that is meant to do this? And You know, this is part of that leap of faith. The Devil card is when the doubt starts to creep in for you of like, is this really where I'm supposed to be going? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? On Saturday here, Leo, you move to the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is conflict. Normally, this signifies conflict with others around you. I feel like this is internal conflict. This could, I mean, for some of you, it could be external conflict. If you're dealing with a group and you're trying to, you know, take this leap of like where to lead this group, some of the people within the group could be butting heads with you about this or about what your direction or your vision is. Some of you could just be dealing with a very combative person within your life, and taking this leap is actually you getting away from this conflict, and this person is not happy about it. But I feel like for most of you, this is the internal conflict. I sense like a resentment of spirit. Like spirit is telling you that you need to do this thing, and it's already told you that you need to do this thing, and it's not giving you anything else from this. Part of it is figuring out the journey for yourself. And spirit is saying, hey, I told you what you need to do. It's up to you how you want to go about doing it. And I feel like that Five of Swords, it just feels like that resentment of like, you told me to do something, you didn't tell me how you wanted it done. How am I supposed to know I'm doing this thing right if I don't have a guideline, if I don't have a roadmap on how to do this thing? It's like feeling like someone has set you up for failure and being resentful about it, Leo. But then we move on to your Sunday card for week 1. You have the Princess of Swords. I feel like this is the moment where you kind of like, you pick back up your sword, right? Because this person, I mean, is literally holding a sword. So, I mean, this is literally the Ace of Swords, you know, holding a sword, exerting your influence and your willpower. But I feel like this is the clarity of mind. This is the planning process where you're like, okay, I guess I'm being led. I'm being told to go and do this thing. Spirit is telling me to take this leap of faith. And this is the moment when you start actually really thinking about how you're going to execute this change and how you're going to see this plan or this new opportunity brought into fruition, brought into life for yourself. All right. Moving on to week 2 here, Leo. You have the Five of Wands in reverse on Monday, April 1st. This is the start of a new month. This is the start of a new chance for yourself, a new opportunity to do something different, to choose something different. This is the moment where you decide to lay down the conflict, because the Five of Wands, this is what I say is my card of like too many chefs in the kitchen. So you have so many people telling you to go one way, telling you to go another way, telling you to go this, that, the other way, that you just decide like, hey, there's so many people telling me what I should do, but I'm going to just tune out all of this crap. I'm going to tune out all of this nonsense, and I'm going to just take a step back from this chaoticness that is going on. I'm going to take a step back from what other people expect of me. And your following card here is literally like your next 2 cards here. You have the Princess of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Look at these people on these cards. Okay, let's see if my light can get out of your way here. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about this deck, is getting all these freaking ring light things from it. Thought I moved it good enough. Whatever. Oop, wrong order. But both of these people are fearless to a degree. They are, I mean, that Princess of Wands, this is you understanding your influence. This is you understanding the power that you hold. Exerting your, I mean, this is literally when you take up that Ace of Wands. The Princess of Wands is literally holding the Ace of Wands. So this is the doing action. This is the actual movement. So other than the idea, the Ace of Wands is the idea, but the Princess of Wands is the action. This is the movement. The princess does so with grace, with creativity. So you feel very creatively connected at this time. Distancing yourself from the opinions of others and the expectations that other people hold for you, and allowing yourself to be creative about how you go about doing this, how you go about handling and navigating this situation for yourself. Your creativity, allowing yourself to be creative, allowing yourself to have this like childlike mentality of, I'm gonna have fun along the way, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm going to make it how I want to make it, my vision of it. And then followed by that Seven of Wands. I mean, this is coming up against the chaoticness of the Wands. This person is literally defending themselves. It's actually them defending their victory, standing up for what they believe in. I mean, they're literally on the hill. They're on a hill, so it's like the hill that they will defend. Other people may be telling you how to do this. Other people may be trying to butt in or give you their opinions about your ideas, about the way that you should handle doing it, or the way that you should do a particular thing. And this is you defending yourself, saying, I'm gonna do what I want. This is my idea, and I'm going to be the one to bring it to life. This is my idea in my mind, and I have the understanding about it to birth this into being. So I'm going to do it my way, the way that I want to see it done. And this brings you to your next card on Thursday. This is the Two of Swords. So defending this brings you to a crossroads. The Two of Swords is a crossroads between 2 points where neither direction feels better than the other. When you look at this card, I mean, they're literally like connected like this. So something about this brings up a decision that needs to be made. Something about this brings up a crossroads for you where you have to decide what path you want to take next. But I think that what's happening here is that there is something going on that's trying to get you to do something one particular way. And that's not going to work for you, Leo. That's not going to be how things are done. And it brings you to a crossroads of where you have to kind of think about your next direction. The swords are our thoughts within our mind. It's the way that we think about things. And so you're kind of like in this mental place where you're trying to think about these things, or trying to think with clarity, clear action, clear conscience about what to do. And the Two of Swords is like neither thought pattern, neither mental piece sounds better than the other. Your next three cards kind of talk about this a little bit more. You have the Queen of Pentacles on Friday, Leo. So I feel like a lot of you understand your ability to nurture this thing into being. I mean, you have the Queen here, and you started with the King. Oop. You started with the King in reverse for your Monday. So I feel like this is you kind of getting back into that place of like, maybe this thing didn't work out for me the way I expected it to, but I still understand that I have the power to nurture this into being. I still have the influence to see this thing through to the end, to plant this opportunity in the fertile soil and to grow this thing into being. So that's you recognizing your own power, Leo. That's you recognizing your own ability to create growth and opportunities within your life. Your card on Saturday here, Leo, is the Emperor in reverse. I think this can be taken one of two ways. The first way is that whatever's causing this conflict or this Two of Swords situation here for you, Leo, the Emperor in reverse can represent a specific person who is very controlling about the way that you should be doing this thing. So for some of you, this could look like a coworker within your group that you are trying to work with here who just never wants to hear your ideas and wants to do things their way. They don't want to listen to you regardless of whether you have more experience or more authority. So this is just like the person who, like, no matter what, doesn't want to listen to you. They want to do their own thing. With this being in the reverse, I feel like this person could be like causing you some problems, and either you're not engaging with this person, you're not allowing this person to sway you because they're trying to get control by making your life difficult. I also feel like on the other side of this, Leo, this could also actually be you releasing control. So, you know, there's a couple different ways to take that, whether it's a person within your life that is causing this Five of Wands, causing this conflict and chaos to occur. There is that essence of control there, where someone wants something done exactly their way. and releasing from this control. So depending on your specific situation that's going on, that'll be a little bit different for everybody. But your very last card here, Leo, is the Princess of Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles is walking around with that pentacle. They have this field, this world behind them. And it's meant to represent that this person is taking this opportunity and they are trying to find where to plant their seed. So the Queen of Pentacles from earlier is holding the seed, but the Princess of Pentacles is walking with it to plant the seed. They want to take this seed somewhere that it's going to grow, placing the seed in the optimal conditions for growth. So some of you, this could be saying that you need to go and prepare your soil, prepare the soil within your life. So creating good opportunities, creating good moments that allow this growth to happen. Others of you, this pentacle is just that journey along the way of trying to find where to plant it so that you can put this thing into the soil so that you can get started growing it. You started with a King of Pentacles in reverse and you end with the Princess of Pentacles. So even though this opportunity that you planted before didn't make it to fruition the way that you wanted it to, this is you having the courage and the ability to start over. You know, be fearless and bold, taking that leap of faith, bringing your ideas to life. And part of that is finding the place where this growth can occur. You wouldn't want to plant a fruit tree in the shade. Fruit trees need a lot of sunlight. You wouldn't want to plant that somewhere where it's going to compete with everybody for growth, for energy. All right. Before we end your reading here, Leo, I also have these cards from my Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. I wanted to just end the reading with some positive messages of support from the universe for you through your journey. So you actually got two cards here. I'm going to read these two cards to you real quick. Your first card says, "In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love." So trusting that even if something seems like a detour, the universe is conspiring to bring you to a place, right-minded thinking and energy of love. So if you're dealing with a person who is so controlling that they don't allow you to breathe and allow you to, grow this thing the way that you want it to, the universe is actually conspiring to bring you towards love by taking you away from this controlling aspect, whether it be a person outside of yourself or actually yourself. And then your second card that you got here, Leo, says, "Oneness is my true nature." So yes, reconnecting with the idea that we are all manifestations of the same light. We are all tiny pieces of universal consciousness. Universal consciousness is like this vast ocean, and we are just tiny drops in the ocean that, when you take a drop and isolate it from the ocean, it can appear separate from everything, the oneness of the ocean. But really, it is only because we are looking at a very tiny aspect. We've isolated this aspect. But really, this drop, regardless of whether it's a drop that we have here or, 100 miles away from the ocean, it's still the ocean. It only appears separate because we have made the distinction. But it is actually still part of the ocean, regardless of whether it's a tiny drop and regardless of where it's placed. So reconnecting with the oneness of the universe, of source, of spirit, of God, whatever it is that you believe in, reconnecting with the oneness of universal consciousness and love, understanding that, things will work out for the best for you. Things are conspiring to bring you toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Anyway, Leo, that is where I'm going to leave you for this week's reading. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope this reading was able to support you and guide you in this journey moving forward. Thank you for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week.